finals a few weeks ago. It was my second round of finals. It's blah, blah, blah. Hey guys, it's Hannah, and yeah, the thumbnail was not lying. I just took finals last week, actually. And yes, it's mid-March. That's because I go to a college that utilizes the quarter system, which is very unpopular. I think like 90% of colleges in the United States utilize a semester-based academic calendar, but Dartmouth, along with other schools like Caltech, UCLA, Northwestern, Stanford, among like a few dozen others, do still use the quarter system. So what I thought I'd do in this video is just kind of talk about my experiences so far with the quarter system, my opinions on it, some pros and cons of it, just to introduce you to it if you're like searching for colleges or are making decisions about what school to commit to in the next few weeks. So most quarter systems are split up by seasons. There's a fall quarter, winter quarter, spring quarter, and summer quarter. For most schools, summer quarters are just like optional opportunities for students to take extra classes if they want to get ahead. But for some schools like mine, it's mandatory that you be on for at least one summer quarter. Like at Dartmouth, I have to be on the summer between my sophomore and junior year. That's a requirement. It's not true for every school in the quarter system, that's just true at mine. On the quarter system, you don't take as many classes as you would on a semester system. You take about 3 courses at a time, and your terms are about 10 weeks long. My friends on the semester system started school in mid-August and were done by mid-December. I started school in mid-September and I was done by mid-November in the fall. This shorter time period doesn't change the amount of material you're learning. You're still learning the same amount, just in a much shorter period of time. So for this reason, the quarter system is known for being a really high pressure, fast-paced environment. There's no syllabus week, there's not even a syllabus day. You can't like miss any classes without falling behind, especially if it's like in a STEM course, and it's just like, it's very... This can be good for some people. Some people thrive in a high-pressure environment. Some people like that quarters are so short because if they have a sucky professor or a class they don't enjoy or a class they just want to try out, it's not a big long-term commitment. It's over in just a few weeks, so yeah. But some people may want to take more than 3 classes at a time, or some people might not be good in high-pressure environments, and that's fine. Everyone's different. But for people like that, I can totally see how the semester-based system is more appealing. The quarter system, you don't have time to procrastinate because 3 weeks in, you're gonna have midterms. My friends from home are always like, what the heck, I feel like you always have midterms and finals, and I'm like, well, yeah, I do. Like about every 3 weeks, I have a midterm or I have finals. It's just how it works in a quarter system. But I mean, it's bearable and there are pros. Like, at least for me, this isn't true everywhere. I actually don't think this is true at most schools that use the quarter system, but for me, I was done before Thanksgiving break. So I had a 6-week long break between my fall quarter and my winter quarter. So from Thanksgiving to New Year's, I had off. I know some schools go back after Thanksgiving break. That just wasn't true for me. Also, instead of a 1-week spring break, I have a 2-week spring break because it's the gap between my winter quarter and my spring quarter. So that's kind of nice. So those are a few pros. What's also cool about the quarter system is that a lot of the time you get to take more classes and more variable classes. The quarter system provides you with a really good opportunity to just dip your toe in the water for a few weeks. A class is not offered one term or just doesn't fit into your schedule well one term, there's a really good chance it will be offered at a different point in the year, and you can just rearrange your schedule to work with that. Some cons to the quarter system, I'm going to be really honest, it can be really hard sometimes because you're learning so much material. You're learning a full course's worth of material in 10 short weeks. Also, at schools like Dartmouth, because you're on for your summer quarter, that means you have to take a quarter in the middle of the year at some point off, whether it's to do research or just like go abroad or whatever. This is something that can be really frustrating for some people because if your course planning, if your off terms don't align with your friends, then you can go like up to 6 months without seeing some of your closest friends, and that can really suck. I guess another negative is that you usually don't get out of school until like early June, late May, maybe even mid-June depending on your school. But you don't start school until mid-September, so your summer's still about the same length, but it doesn't quite line up with your friends who go to semester-based schools. If you're going home when you're out of school, you might not be able to get to see your friends often, but honestly, I don't think is that bad, because you can always go and visit them at their colleges, which can be a really fun experience. So yeah, that's where I'm gonna cut off my little talk on quarter systems. If you have any questions about the quarter system, or if you go to a school with a quarter-based system, leave a comment down below with your questions or your experiences. Good luck to everyone waiting for college decisions in the upcoming weeks, and good luck choosing, and I really hope that this channel can be helpful. Okay, I'm gonna cut it off here. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you guys so much. Bye.